Alright, so good morning, everyone. Today's video is going to be something a little bit different, since I've been getting a number of questions about life on the truck and whatnot. I'm going to do a little bit of a demonstration in how we cook and cooking. Today's breakfast is going to be Spam, eggs, and toast. Yeah, good stuff. So I'm actually going to go ahead and throw the bread in the toaster ahead of time. So that way it's just kind of sitting there ready to rock and roll whenever. I need to turn this around. Yeah, so that way it's ready to rock and roll whenever. You know. So, go ahead and start preheating this pan. I'm going to put it on kind of a low medium. That's going to be sufficient for everything that we're doing today. I am kind of proud to be at a point that I can actually start doing this on the truck. For the longest time, I wasn't making shit. Or I just didn't have the time. As the inverter starts whining because I'm putting load on it. Right, so pan's preheating, toaster's pre-prepped. We're gonna set this for kind of about 3.5, 4. Scale goes up to 6, so we're kind of setting it for a medium darkness. No matter what I set it for, I guarantee someone's going to be fucking disgusted, so, eat your heart out. This is my breakfast and my cooking, so what I say goes. So we have this hickory smoked Spam. God bless the Hawaiians for coming up with this. For really making this making Spam a big, real popular thing. Because I ultimately ended up growing up eating this stuff. Grew up in poverty, came from nothing, right? So we have kind of this disgusting lump of meat, or how it looks disgusting. I don't have any knives on me, except for the one that is not food for food. Ever. I'm going to use a spoon. So we're just going to pin this in place and start chopping away. There's a few ways to go about this. I only want to make about half the can. So, got our Spam, right? I'm thinking I'm going to cube it a bit instead of keeping it in the slices, since cutting with a curved surface that is a spoon really doesn't like to work out too well for us. And either way, the appearances matter a little bit less compared to the end product. And I know my own cooking. The end product is going to be fucking amazing. Oh wow, that heats fast. Okay. So, got this nice and hot. Start putting the Spam in. Now, Spam is, of course, pre-cooked. Perfectly safe to eat straight out the can. Makes it an excellent fucking emergency ration. Right? Not necessarily the best stuff for you. Way fucking high in sodium. But a viable option nonetheless. Fuck, there goes the pepper. So while that's doing its thing, I'm going to start prepping our eggs. I'm thinking 4 eggs this morning. It'd actually start going through this dozen pretty quickly. Let's rebalance out this carton. I should have inspected these better before I bought them. That one's cracked. A little bit of cheese. I used to work food service. It's actually my first job ever. And, that's actually where I learned to do that shit. Because I was working front of house one, or I was working a back of house job one day, just cooking, right? And they're like, "Hey, we're shorthanded on service." I'm like, "Okay, where do you need me?" Well, they took me. And they said, "We need help on the stir fry station. It is a customer-facing line position. We need you to stir fry." I'd never fucking done that shit before. Never in my life. So I says, "Well, you're gonna have to teach me." It just so happens, we had about we had about 5 or 6 cans of pearled onions that needed to be prepped for the day, and were basically at the point that they were the first in. They needed to be the first out. They were getting close to their the end of their usable lifespan. So they taught me how to stir fry using pearl onions. Pretty fucking good. Okay, so we have our eggs. Gonna add some salt, and by some salt I mean a lot of salt. Gonna add pepper. A little bit of parsley. Actually, this one I have not opened yet, so I need to pull the seal. Now the parsley is a little different. I'm not going to add it straight in. I'm going to shake the amount that I want into my hand. Then I'm going to grind it in. Anyway, turn up the heat a little more. This Spam is probably nice and warm, probably safe to plate it. We're gonna wait on that until we're ready for the eggs. Anyway, this is where we start getting a little different from some of y'all's family recipes. We're gonna take garlic, helps keep the skeeters away. Hua. A little bit of garlic will do ya. We're gonna take a small little bit of cinnamon. A little bit of that'll do you. And then this is the part I meant. This is the part I mentioned it, and people usually go, "What the fuck? Why?" Vanilla extract. Just a little drop. And I promise you, it sounds weird, but it makes all the fucking difference in the world. At this point, we're going to start the toast. You okay there, Inverter? Anyway. Spoon number 2. The eggs are ready to be beat. It's complaining because I have too much of a draw on it. It's currently the fridge, the stovetop, and the toaster are running. Alright. Eggs are good and beat. Now, you're probably wondering about the order of operations and why... That's weird. Never had a toaster fail like that. The toast's nowhere near done. Anyway, you're probably wondering about the order of operations here. Why I threw the meat in first. We're going to go ahead and plate the Spam. So we added the Pam specifically so that way the Spam would not fucking stick to the pan, right? We then added the Spam because we want the fats from the meat to go ahead and get a nice layer of grease on here and also give us something to flavor our eggs with. I would not be surprised if... Hang on a second, we have a total loss of power. Well, good thing I'm at the terminal. I'm going to have to put that in the shop before I leave. Oh, wait, that's right. It's Sunday. We don't have a shop on Sundays. Crap. That complicates everything, because now all the perishables in the fridge. Anyway, we should have enough. We should have enough heat to finish, as long as we're quick about this. So, we take our eggs. And they're nice and full of their seasoning and shit. We're gonna add some cheese real quick, but not before we keep the edges from crusting. Right? We're going to add some cheese to these scrambles. I'm normally loath to using this Kraft Kraft shredded cheese. Normally I prefer my Tillamook's, but I had the grocery shop while I was in I was grocery shopping in Mitchell, South Dakota. You can't find Tillamook this far out east. Or this far out east. And I couldn't find anything from a reputable Wisconsin creamery. So come on, cook. I no longer have power. And there's not enough heat to cook. This will be the story of my life in short form. I stand by one. Well, shit. I was really hoping to actually be able to do a review on this for y'all and actually show you the project to its completion, but I killed the inverter. I guess it was just a little too weak for the load I was trying to throw at it. Because the truck still has power. That's how I still have lights and that's how I still have light and HVAC, but yeah, who'd have thunk? Stove, toaster, fridge, and laptop. Too much draw for this chintzy little inverter that the company provided. So that's kind of a depressing ending, but that's par for the course in this industry, I guess. So, to be followed up sometime with the entire process from front to back and it actually getting finished, I guess. Yeah. Peace.